What's going on, Facebook? I'm trying to open up about some things. God only knows how hard this is, but first off, a lot of people, if you, if you don't know me, my name is Joe Bailey the fourth. In high school, I was known as G.I. Joe, whatever weird name I might have called myself at the time, but my name is Joseph Bailey the fourth. And that's not why I'm here, though. I'm here because, to make a long story short, I still struggle with pornography myself. You know, it's not something to brag about. It's not something that, I don't know. It's not something I would take lightly because I myself struggle with pornography. And just saying those words, I don't know. It's not an empty feeling, but it's almost impossible to fathom in the sense that I can't fathom a drug addict, for example. I can't fathom how a heroin addict feels on a day to day basis, and vice versa. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, with me being a so-called Christ follower, I hope I'm doing the right thing by admitting that I have a problem with pornography. I don't think I've ever had to go to rehab for it. I've been in a Christian rehab, tried going to rehab for weed, but it wasn't originally it wasn't weed that I was going for. It's because I broke up with my ex at the time. But my whole point of this video is just to open up to anybody and everybody and let them know I still struggle. If not with overindulging in marijuana and smoking cigarettes, which I hope to God one day I quit before I worry myself to death about whether or not I'm going to get cancer or have a heart attack. It's porn otherwise. And lust. I can't go down the street without looking at a woman with the intent to lust. I can't walk down the street without looking at some woman or a part of her body. If it's not her breast, it's her behind or something about her that I have to look at. I feel like because I'm a man. Or so that's what society wants it to seem like. And I get so sick of myself when I do something that I know is wrong, and yet I downplay it by saying, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna do it anyway." I feel like that's a big f you to God, and I just want to change. I want my actions to become. I want my words to become actions, and my actions to become positive. God willing, I want this to happen. I know I have to be willing first. And it's a process. But I guess I just feel like I'm supposed to do it all in one day, especially when I look at it. For instance, I have trouble reading the Bible. You know, I've been baptized twice and I still haven't read the whole Bible. For that fact, I think the most I've read out of the Bible is maybe a few chapters, if that. And I get so sick and tired of procrastinating about why I should do this or why I should do that. I want it to be a willing process. You know, I want to be able to wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, man, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know God has a way." I want to wake up in the morning and thank God for being able to get up and go to work instead of stressing about going to work. I don't know. I feel like I'm jumping all over the map with this video. But the whole point of it is, regardless, is to open up and let you know that I'm not perfect, first off. I am not perfect. Sure, I'd love to be sometimes, if not whenever figure that I'm weak. I'm opposite of a circle. I'm a square, you know? Maybe I'm wrong for saying that I need God more than I need weed, or I need God more than I need whatever I chase after. But I believe I'm right. But that doesn't make it any different if I'm not allowing my behavior to show that. If I'm preaching one thing but going out and doing another, then I'm just like anybody else, a hypocrite. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. I want to be a Christian, a Christ follower, a die-hard fan. Just like these people out here are die hard for their Seahawks, and there's people out here die hard for Donald Trump. Well, that's how I want to be for God. Die hard. Or better yet, perfectly stated in the Bible in Psalms, was David, a man after God's heart. That's what I want to be. Because God knows my thoughts, and He knows if I'm lying. I don't think I am. I hope I'm being honest and humble in this video, but only God knows. So it's not up for me or you or anybody else to judge. I'm just hoping that God willing I'm being a light in the world. I just hope that if anybody watches this at any point in time in their day, night, morning, whatever, in life, if anybody ever comes across this video, God willing, to get something out of it besides, oh, he's pity partying on the video. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to let everybody know, Facebook, United States, America, the world, I struggle with pornography. I'm not happy about it. And just like Terry Crews says, it's those times where I get lonely or times when I get sad or something just doesn't go my way. Kicks in that hormone or whatever, oh, it's okay to go and masturbate. Well, I get tired of feeling like it, especially when I say, oh, I'm not going to go masturbate today because it's a sin. But then I go and do it anyway. So what difference does that make me from the world? Not one. I'd like to stand out instead of stand in. I used to want to be the cool cat. Now I just want to be I guess, the uncool cat. Because that seems to be what it is. It's like Erath and Yoda said, it's cool to be uncool. Well, that's what I want to be. Uncool. Because there's nothing cool about pornography, and there's nothing cool about using someone's body for your gratification. And what's even worse is how it says, actually, a couple of days ago, I looked it up on the internet about sexual immorality. And it comes up as porneia. 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 That can't just be some coincidence. It can't be. And if it is, I'm not willing to believe. You can tell all the skeptics, count me out. Because how ironic is it that sexual immorality correlates to porneia. And what is sexual immorality? Sleeping around. You're not married. You're going out having sex with this girl or going out with that guy and having sex with his best friend. If it's not something a little bit more of a twist. Whole point is there's a lot of sexual immorality going on in the world, including in my life. But we'll get up on that another time. But until then, I hope somebody listens to this video and, God willing, catches a glimpse of, what I'm trying to say, or what God might be trying to say through me. Because this battle is real. It's more real than a Cold War. It's more real than football. And I'm not joking, man. It's real. Battle is real. I love you guys. Please take a little bit of time out of your day, even if it's just 2 minutes. If you get captured into it, watch it. If you don't like what you see, scroll on by. All I'm asking is, if you think that there's something you can catch out of here, hey, catch a book, read the Bible, pray for me. Anything can happen. I just want peace of mind. But until that happens, all I'll ever get is whatever I indulge in. I don't know. I'm just trying to start a process in my head to change, or like I said, God only knows. Only God knows. Whatever the case, I just hope that I'll be willing to not compete with God. I hope that I'll be willing to let Him take control. Because every time I've tried, ended up places that He tests my faith, willingly tests my faith, and